Welcome to 2K Sports. We have a Monday night of basketball for you. Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. Taking a look at the visitors here. They're in 10th place, but it's early on, so they have time to recover. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Johnson, and it's Coleman in at the 2. And it's Gabriel in at the power forward position. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Pass to Snow. And here's Bryant. Fires the 3. Fires in the triple.
You know, the screen wasn't that great, but still he got it done. Excellent concentration on the hard finish.
Here's Jerome. He drops it from range.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Snow. Pass to Coleman. Outside Johnson. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
He had a really rough game at the line last time out. He struggled to get anything to drop.
Was completely out of sync on his free throws, and I'm sure that led him to some extra work at the foul line. Well, it definitely was a disappointing part of his game this year. Not the numbers he was hoping for from the striker.
Adam, shot's good.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Coleman. Here's Snow. Deflects the pass. Bryant outside. To the wing, right side. Offensive board. The 3 is up. Nails it from 3. Bryant's got 6 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Pass to Coleman. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
They've missed just 1 of 5 shots so far. I like the look of this offense.
And here's Johnson. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Pass to Snow. Oh, from deep. Knocks down the long J. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Adams, the pass to Jay. Here's Gabriel. Three-pointer, and he buries his first look.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
The visitors with the ball.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
The home team calls timeout. And now we get a second to view the top scoring teams in the league.
They've been having and long to put big points up on the board.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the first quarter. Ooh, had a nice open look right there.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
Gone 6 of 7 and looking good.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Gone 5 of 5 in this quarter. Solid. Tipped away. Pass to Alexander. Back to Johnson. Here's Alexander. And here's the fast break. Here's James. He nails it. And we're tied. James has got 5 now.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
And he's going for the lob. Adams finds James. Good. He hits the jumper. He has 7.
Boy, I like how quickly he threw the bounce pass there. Hard to defend against that.
Alexander, the pass to Bryant. Over Adams. And Bryant gets it to go. We've got 22 seconds left now in the first quarter. Here's Tadlock. No points yet. There's a screen. Takes the 3. Knocks it down from distance.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And at the end of 1, both teams putting up some points. Up by 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
And it's Snow in at the point. Here's Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. And it's rejected. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Gone a perfect 7 for 7 from deep in this one. Here's Tadlock. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Tadlock's got 5 now.
The ball on the string is getting anywhere he wants to go.
Pass to Snow. They set the pick. Here's Marks. Nails it from beyond the arc.
He just showed us why they need to respect his shot.
Puts up a deep 3. Tadlock with the bucket. Tadlock's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of 3-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
It's stolen by James. And he's going for the oop here. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
And in today's NBA, it seems like everyone has a three-point shot, Clark. That didn't used to be the case.
You're exactly right, B.A. In the good old days, way back in the day, threes were mostly for specialists. It just shows you how much the game and the players have evolved.
Pass to Johnson. He tries for three. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Adam, shot's good.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
We've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Johnson a screen on James. Inside, pass to Lawson, and stolen by Jerome. Here's James. Oh, my goodness!
Disrespectful. Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And, guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
That's tipped. By himself. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Lawson. Pass to Snow. Will it go? Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
There's 1:17 left to play in the first half. The home team calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of every game, in every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Let's have a look and see who is leading the league in field goal percentages. Adams with the ball. He's got 6. Gets the 3 ball to go.
The defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
Pass to Snow. 46 seconds left in the second quarter. And it's good for 2. Snow's got 8.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks. And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Pass to Snow. Here's Jay. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Leading by 14. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Happy you could join us. First up, let's talk about the players of the week. The Western Conference winner, Bam Adebayo.
How about the big man, Bam Adebayo? Love watching him do damage. Great rebounder, versatile defender, and the skill set just keeps improving. Excellent ball handler for his size.
And switching gears now to that first half, big hill to climb for the visiting team.
They're getting lit up, not staying connected to the shooters, allowing too many good looks.
Yeah, and defensively, you got to fight over those screens better. And help has to come faster.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. And it's Jerome in at the 5 down low. And he lobs it up. It's stolen by Johnson. They've got Johnson. And it's Snow in at the 1 spot. Here's who Charles Lee is starting in the second half.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Here's Jay. Pass to John Charles. On target from range. John Charles has got his second bucket on the night.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him. He's giving them a spark because he can't win this game all by himself.
Here's Jay. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Jay's got 8.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Snow gets the bucket.
I really like the start here. Great aggressiveness, red hot to start this half.
Out to the right wing. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Oh, it's stolen by... Oh! What a hammer!
Oh, man! Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
Here's Snow. He's got 10. Pass to Coleman. Intercepted. Here's the break. Here's Jean Charles. And that one is hammered home.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Bryant outside. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
The offense is flowing through him right now. He just keeps coming.
Gone an impressive 5 of 5 so far in the third quarter. And here's Adams from the arc. And the three-pointer goes.
back. It always goes like that. Call it a plan of attack. False promise, fade to black. One step forward, two steps back. We always counteract the goodness with some bad. But do you think that we will remember how to feel? Let go and just be vulnerable. 'Cause I can keep climbing up this hill. I got time to kill, baby. This love isn't impossible. But do you think that we will remember how to feel? Let go and just be vulnerable. 'Cause I can keep climbing up this hill. I got time to kill, baby. This love isn't impossible.
For my heavy feet, just they help me sleep. I do it like she'll never ever get a ring from me. On my line, like we gotta talk. I don't know what I done, but it can't be deep. 10 her, I don't know what it costs, but it can't be cheap. I don't think that she want me for me. Oh, am I love? Then yeah, quiet it down. I ain't lying to y'all. You get prioritized if it's profit involved. Tired of y'all, I ain't flying with y'all. I force the quiet out. No, I ain't going for it. No, I don't know nothing. I just counted my lump sum. I ain't going to bed to this gun. It's a hole in my chest to this close. Get cold as December with no clothes. This a V12 inch, I don't go slow. If my feet on the pedal, just hold on. My baby gon' hold out for me. I been praying we turn out okay. Girl, you know I got all eyes on me. 3-some thought for my heavy feet. Just they help me sleep. I do it like she'll never ever get a ring from me. On my line, like we gotta talk. I don't know what I done, but it can't be deep. I don't know what it costs, but it can't be cheap. I don't think that she want me for me. Oh, am I love? Then yeah, quiet it down. I ain't lying to y'all. You get prioritized if it's profit involved. Tired of y'all, I ain't flying with y'all. I fuck the quiet out. I don't got much left. I'm by myself. I know what's right, what's wrong. I guess I don't got much else. Let's get a little more. Put the windows down. Run around town and that, oh my God. Where in the did he get that from? Wow, where'd you get this fine? Like, can I get this time? I ain't think I could get this. I don't think I'ma risk this one. If your team worth $50. You really miss me, huh? Didn't it feel real for once? 3-some thought for my heavy feet. Just they help me sleep. I do it like she'll never ever get a ring from me. On my line, like we gotta talk. I don't know what I done, but it can't be deep. 10 her, I don't know what it costs, but it can't be cheap. I don't think that she want me for me. I don't think that she want me for me.
We on? Alright. 1, 2, 3, go!
Waking up in a dream, sleepwalking on another big stage. You never heard peace till you hear people scream your name in unison. I'm so far away from the place I used to be, struggling usually. Look at the new me, fate pursuing me. I can feel the energy in the air. It feel like I'm supposed to be here.
Everywhere I go, I'm getting so much love from fans to stars. Everyone saying how they can't wait for the OP, and I'm gonna blow. They believe in me. Feel so good in what you do. Help somebody else get through. That's why I do the best I can because
it's time for the NBA. live on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sidelines. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. And you take a look at this home team. They're still dominant, sitting at number 1 once again.
And checking out the Cardinals, they're right about where they want to be, making some early noise here. They definitely come out of the gate strong.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Cardinals, they've got Achua. Lewis is out there with Nash, and it's Jemison in at the shooting guard position. They've got Adams. He's out there with Jay, and it's Jerebko in at the 5 spot. While the season just started, we have a few big storylines already.
Yeah, it doesn't take long in this league. The intense media scrutiny, social media, news travels fast.
Now, here's Achua. And it's Nash in the corner. Bangs home the trifecta. Nash has got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for Louisville. Adams outside. Here's Jerebko. And then Jerebko with the dunk.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
The shot's good from Achua.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
That's good from Jerebko. Center's checked in for Knight. And so he hits both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Pass to Achua. And the layup's good off the glass. Achua's got 5 points so far.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Pass to Lewis. Nash outside. And again, it's Louisville from deep.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
Here's Jay, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Jemison. Just 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. Jerome with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. Louisville passing it around. Pass to Achua. And the three ball is good. Achua's got 8. Gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at the Cardinals, right there in 5th position, middle of the pack in the conference.
And you know, right now for Louisville, this season has been, it's been solid. But they just need to maintain their place in the standings and get 100% prepared here for the postseason.
Well, look, they've performed to expectations, but I think this team can take it to another level if they get rolling.
He gets that one.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Pass to Pollard. Turner with the screen. And again, it's Louisville from deep.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Here's Jean Charles. Adams outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Adams has got 5.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first. Well, there you go, finding the best look they could.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Launches from deep. The long distance three is buried. 8 points for him. Launches it. And again, it's the Cardinals with the 3.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
In a high-scoring first quarter, both teams really filling it up. Cardinals lead by 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Louisville.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
James is out there with Jean Charles. And it's Tadlock in at the 2. And for the Cardinals, they've got Paxson. He's out there with Turner. And it's Nash in at 2 guard. Louisville trails by 3. Pass to Wesley. On deep. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. Wesley's got 6.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Nice shot by Hamilton.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Here's Wesley. He has 6. Turner with a screen on Jerome. To the wing right side. And here's Nash outside. 5-on-3 break. Floats it up for James. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. So Louisville calls timeout. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called punting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
teams changing it up here. Let's check out the NBA's top producers from three-point land. Well, you look at Jay, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
He is as automatic as they come from behind the arc, and that shooting ability makes him an option every trip down the floor.
Turner passes to Achua. Turner with a screen on James. Back to Turner. And Adams sends it back. And here's the break. Here's Gabriel. Nails the open triple off the fast break. Gabriel's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Back to Achua. Nash right side. Shoots over Jerome. Nash with the bucket. Nash has got 8.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Jerome, good.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Louisville trails by 7. Achua, the pass to Baxter. Here's Turner, and it's Turner finishing it off.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. We've got 1:48 left in the second quarter. Both teams deciding to change it up. .146 left in the first half of the game. Tries it from the top of the key, and the basket by Jay. Jay's got it, got 5 now. Louisville trails by 7. Pass to Achua. To the right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And again, it's Louisville from deep.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
Pass to Adams. There's the triple. The 3-pointers right on target. 11 points in the game.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Paxson outside. Here's Vujanic. That one falls, coming off of Paxson's feed.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Here's Hamilton, and that one's on target from the wing. Hamilton's got 4 points. Boy, head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
Louisville shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. The first one falls, and Louisville making a change here. And he's good on the second. And he nails the third.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Up by 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
Well, I think for the home team, it's still too early to tell. I mean, can't judge a movie based on the first 15 minutes. Got to let things develop.
Yeah, I could judge your movies off the first 5 minutes.
Easy, easy, easy.
They're hitting at a high clip. Some shots have been wide open, some tightly contested.
And as the ball continued to fall through the net, you could see their confidence growing. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. With a three-pointer tonight, they're a perfect 7 of 7. Adams is out there with Jay, and it's Gabriel in at the power forward position.
Well, you like how aggressive he is, making a play at the rim against Flint.
Yeah, showing absolutely zero fear as he goes right at the bigger defender.
Louisville trails by 5. On the court right now for the Cardinals. Lewis is out there with Turner. Then there's Achua. Then it's Nash. And it's Jemison in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's Lewis. He has yet to score. Shots good by Achua.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Got that one up quick. And now that's 11 points for James.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Lewis. Here's Jemison. 6 to shoot. And again, it's the Cardinals with a 3.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Adams outside. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Adams has got 13.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Now a timeout called by the Cardinals. And a chance here now to take a look at the teams that are tops in the league in scoring points off turnovers.
You know, it's not just the turnovers they're forcing. I mean, they're converting at the other end. And you know what? It puts a lot of pressure on you to play perfect.
Louisville trails by 4. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And here's Nash outside. And again, it's the Cardinals with a 3.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Here's Lewis. Again, the Cardinals score.
That's a perfect 4 for 4 to open up the second half. Couldn't have asked for a better start after the break.
Pass to Jemison. Nash outside. Now, here's Achua. And it's blocked. Out of bounds as Louisville keeps possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Off the inbound pass. It's hauled in by Adams. Gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Jerebko for 3. Drops in the tray. Jerebko's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Here's Jemison. 1:52 left in the 3rd. Pass to Achua. And it's blocked.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this way.
The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that. Puts so much pressure on the defense.
Here's Jemison. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And Louisville making a change here. Substitution. 1:11 left here in the 3rd quarter. Clock at 6. Pass to Achua. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Achua's got a pair of threes now here in the 3rd for Louisville. Gotten every shot that drops since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Hamilton the pass to Jerome. Back to Hamilton. From the arc, and he's good on the 3-ball. Hamilton's got 7.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the 3rd. And here is James. 5 on the clock from downtown. Sinks the triple. 5 points in the game.
And he gives up some size on that play, but the defender fails to close the gap.
Well, that's the best way to neutralize that size advantage, making the defend out on the perimeter.
And as we conclude the 3rd quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. Leading by just 2. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. We've got Jean-Charles. Adams is out there with James. And it's Gabriel in at the small forward position. Here's Wesley, and it's blocked. Pass to Tadlock. The 3, hands it from downtown. Tadlock's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Now Wesley. Here's Vujanic, and right away they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Over to the left wing. Outside, James. Kick out to Adams. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Checked in for Jean Charles. Achua, he's checked in for the Cardinals. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey guys, the head coach for the Cardinals had some instructions for his guys during that break. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Drills the three-pointer.
And if you thought the break would slow him down, you were wrong. He remains red hot from deep.
Back to Hamilton. Right wing. Here's Gabriel. And count it from 19 feet away.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And the three-point shot really has been their best friend here tonight.
Well, it's one thing to hit threes when it doesn't matter. It's another to do it in clutch time. Takes a special player.
So both teams making some changes here. Now, here's Achua. Lewis on the way. Jerome against Nash. Shot clock at 6. Shoots the three. And down goes the three.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stats. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
They set the pick. Now, here's Achua. D right on him. Nash against Jerome. And they come back with a three of their own.
And really, just when the fans were starting to get into this game, how about the silencer at the other end for a potential game-saving three?
Now, here's Jaretko. He's guarded by Knight. Got a piece of it. They retain possession. And stolen by Nash. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Jemison, defended by Jaretko. Drained from outside.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
long distance.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
That's one of those heat check shots. And heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And he drains the jam.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty. I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try to extend the game.
That's the first, and that will put them up by 2. So both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
That was a giant trip to the line.
What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick.
Here's Jerebko. He's guarded by Knight.
And not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate. Exactly when his team needs it.
Timeout called, Louisville. Jemison. Nash with the screen on Adams. For the win. It falls. But hang on, guys. Hold everything.
The previous play is under review.
To make sure he did not release it in time as the officials originally ruled. They had thought they had the game already won. Now they've got their fingers crossed.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on it.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Confirm this one pretty quickly.
And they're going to count it. After looking at the replay, they ruled that he got the shot off in time. GA, they won it on the buzzer beater.
Kevin, you talk about winning it at the very last second. What a finish. Thankfully, the replay gets the officials off the hook on what would have been an awful call to miss.
So it's Louisville taking a W in a close one. This win sets a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And as we part ways, we present our player of the game.
can't sleep until I feel your touch.
Glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. I ain't happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on.
Finally, someone let me out of my cage. Now, time for me is nothing cause I'm counting no A's. Nah, I couldn't be there. Nah, you shouldn't be scared. I'm good at repairs and I'm under each snare. Intangible. Bet you didn't think, so I command you to. Panoramic view. Look, I'll make it all manageable. Pick and choose, sit and lose. All you different crews, chicks and dudes who you think is really kicking tunes. Picture you getting down in a picture tube. Like you lit the fuse. You think it's fictional, mystical, maybe. Spiritual hero who appears in you to clear your view when you're too crazy. Lifeless to those, the definition for what life is. Priceless to you because I put you on the hype. They like it. Righteous with your psychic among no possess you with one.
I ain't happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. I ain't happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on.
The essence, the basics, without it you make it. Allow me to make this childlike in nature. Rhythm, you have it or you don't, that's a fallacy, I'm in them. Every sprouting tree, every child of peace, every cloud and sea. You see with your eyes and see destruction and demise. Corruption in the skies from this enterprise. Now I'm sucked into your lives through rust, so not as muscles, but percussion to provide with me as a guide. Y'all can see me now cause you don't see with your eye. You perceive with your mind, that's the end. So I'ma stick around with Russ and be a mentor. But
let's meet your home team.
Just started up this season, Grant. What's important for players right now?
You know, I think it's finding a good routine, especially for those on new teams. The earlier you figure out what works for you, the quicker you'll get comfortable.
And the California starting five. And it's Hayward in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Here's Delgado, back to Curry, takes a three, drills it from deep.
And that's what they want to do, get him open looks early.
California shooting their first free throws tonight.
At the line for the away team, Benjamin. 2 shots.
That one misses. And the second free throw is good. And so Curry will bring it up for the Wildcats. Pass to Santos. Here's Delgado. Counted from distance.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Outside Simmons. Curry with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Benjamin releases from the wing and drills it.
That's a move you won't see many guys make. Impressive stuff.
Pass to Santos. Back to Curry. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And California making a change here.
One shot.
For California, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Wright Foreman. Here's Jacobson. And counted from 12 feet.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Delgado, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game.
Wow, now this is how you want to start your games. Flawless shooting so far.
Time called here. California decides to talk it over.
It's just so difficult to win when you waste as many chances at the line as they did.
Oh, that is well said. They're being handed 3 points and just couldn't convert.
Look at the top shot blocking teams in the NBA this season.
This is not the team you want to challenge at the rim. They're the best team in the league at blocking shots.
Here's Hayward. Outside Simmons. It's stolen by Curry. And here's the fast break. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
And this is his second and third free throws tonight.
2 shots. Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And California making a change here. And so Curry nails both of them.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Here's Holden to the inside. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
The home team calls timeout.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
for Hayward. Let's see some of the numbers here for Stephen Curry.
He's been playing a larger role in their offense over the past 5 games. And we see that in his usage rate, which has gone up during that stretch. We'll see if they continue to lean on him here tonight.
A minute 15 left to play in the first. That one goes in.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
California trails by 7. Here's Wright Foreman. He's scoreless. Holton gets some space and buries the jumper. Curry looking it over. Over to the wing. To the wing on the left. Cans it from the wing.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
For California, they've gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. Here's Holton. Again, California scores.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. If he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
And here's Curry for 3. Drops in the 3. Curry's got 11.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Here's Jacobson. His last outing, he had 20. Here's Holton. Curry with a steal. Pass to Neal. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Leading by 7. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
They've got Stephen Curry, and it's Santos in at the 4. And for California, they've got Anthony, and it's Hayward in at the center position. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
Evans gets the bucket. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Time called here. California decides to talk it over. teams changing it up here. Here are some of the best and most intelligent shooters in the association. Stephen Curry, third.
He's been fantastic scoring the ball, shooting it at a high clip.
Curry with a steal. There's the triple. Money! Stephen Curry, the three-point king.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Second quarter basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Outside Edwards. That's in. Coming off an assist from Hayward. Edwards has got his first 3 points of the game.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Sinks it from distance.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Hayward. Outside Edwards. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the tray. Edwards got 6. The home team calls timeout.
Get ready for your dance team.
Making a change here. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You take a look at the Wildcats. They're in a solid spot right now, 5th place.
You know, for the Wildcats, they've stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
But it's something we expected. This team was built to compete with anyone.
This will be his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
At the line for 2, Stephen Curry.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Curry. And so Curry nails both of them. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's Holden. He's covered by Curry. Here's Hayward. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
California shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he makes the first. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Gotten off to a perfect 4 for 4 start of the second. Pass to Delgado. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. These are his first free throws of the game.
At the line for your Wildcats, Delgado. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
So he gets them both. Well, some lament the death of the mid-range jumper in today's game. Grant, you got any fixes?
Well, some have suggested cutting out the corner threes. If the three-point line was only like above the break, teams would probably need to rely more on that mid-range.
And the ball goes out of bounds, turned over. And this gives us a chance to check in on the season's best three-point shooting teams.
Instead of just bombing away, they work hard to create good looks from beyond the arc.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Levens. Back to Curry. Fires it. Ooh, locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
And just totally relentless. Only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
California trails by 15. Down low. Here's Paul. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for the away team, Paul. 1 shot.
The free throw is off from Paul. Here's Boeheim. Yep, count it. Boeheim's got his first points of the night.
It's the little plays like that that can make all the difference. Not boxing out on free throws is a killer.
Hits the three-pointer.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
54 seconds left to play in the first half. Right wing. Outside Paul. Again, California scores.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Garris. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Here's Wright Foreman. Outside Paul. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Paul's got 7 now in this quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And so that's the end of the first half. Up by 12. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Direct your attention to second quarter. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot. Give it up for the participants.
Thanks for being with us, and let's get straight into it with the players of the week. For the West, Bam Adebayo.
How about the big man, Bam Adebayo? Love watching him do damage. Great rebounder, versatile defender, and the skill set just keeps improving. Excellent ball handler for his size.
Let's move on now to that first half we were watching. A brutal game so far for California.
Well, they aren't defending the perimeter. Those shooters are loading up with confidence.
You can go out there and knock down a few, Chet. That's how bad the defense has been.
A backhanded compliment, if there ever was one.
He's a great shooter, Ernie.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
They've got Stephen Curry, and it's Santos in at the 3, the small forward.
California foul call. Hilliard. First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Delgado. 6 on the shot clock. It's picked off.
He saw the pass coming a mile away. Was perfectly positioned to intercept it.
And for California, and it's Wright Foreman in at the 1. They've got Stephen Curry, and it's Okogie in at the 5. Over to the left wing, to the middle. Knocks it loose. Here we go. Pass to Holden. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Santos. The 3 from Curry. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Time called here. California decides to talk it over. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
On the free throw shooting, the best in the league. Stephen Curry, number 1.
And you can't afford to foul this guy. If you send him to the line, he takes great pride in converting from there. The league leader in free throw percentage.
California trails by 13. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. The future of the NBA is digital. Commissioner Silver said streaming allows us to better engage fans through the personalization of telecasts, creating chat communities, buying products, playing fantasy. There's an enormous opportunity. We are just barely scratching the surface. BA, back to you.
It's getting interactive. All right, Allie, thank you.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Pass to Delgado. Here's Okogie. No made baskets yet. The 3 from Curry. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
To the right side. Puts one up from 19. Again, California scores.
Oh, he's been doing all he can to keep this competitive, but he needs some support.
The home team calls timeout. Both teams deciding to change it up. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Score that basket. His 8th out of 9 shots here today.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Outside Paul. Hayward, left side. Again, California scores.
Oh, man. They have really heated up from mid-range.
And a deep three from Curry. Gets the three to fall. Curry's got 11 points here in the second half.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
On the wing, Anthony. Pass to Holden. And there's the screen. Shot clock at 6. Fires the three. And Anthony hits from deep.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
59 seconds left in the third quarter. Time called here. California decides to talk it over. .54 seconds left in the third quarter. Nice ball movement by California. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul. Into the lineup from California, McDaniel.
Here's Boeheim. Out to the wing. Clock at 6. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Nice job to go at the rack and force the foul.
California shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Good on the second, so he makes them both.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Back to Curry, beyond the arc. Oh, he is cooking right now. 10 for 11 from the field.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break. You're giving up a bit of height there. You can expect to get burned from downtown when you do this.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. They're up by 11. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that now.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So the California 5 right now, and it's Bowen in at shooting guard. Here's Okogie. Nice follow-through on the fadeaway. Okogie's got his first bucket in this one.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
Right Foreman with the bucket.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is. He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Pass to McDaniel. Launches it. Pure from three-point range.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Shot from the top of the key. Curry's shot is off.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance. Great recognition of the mismatch of using this smaller defending forward.
Yeah, too bad he fouled out. But this team does have some depth at his position.
And California making a change here.
One shot.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's McGetty. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
California trails by 10. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Good.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
He launches. Money from three.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
And he nails it.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. And they're on the break. And there's the lay-in. A great fast break opportunity.
And just good hustle. Always nice to get an easy bucket on the break.
And making sure they convert by finishing strong.
Gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Here's Santos. Puts up the tray. Yes, sir, with the three.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. Buries it from outside.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Wildcats.
And it was dueling three-pointers all night. A battle they won.
Both teams had the same plan. Win the game on the perimeter. So fun to watch.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, They set the tone in the first of what would be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Stephen Curry.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
29 seconds left in the fourth.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
And so the home crowd treated to a win. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that'll do it, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Stephen Curry.